one cigarette every 6 months, I don't care. There's just a time when I'm feeling really quite happy usually. It's at night and I sit outside with a glass of wine and I think I'm just going to have one cigarette. And so now I've told that to everybody, of course. All the consumer organisations are going to, they'll think that I've failed miserably, but you know, hey, I'm nearly 70, I don't care. I'm not frightened of having a cigarette because normally if you stop smoking and you have one cigarette, the fact is that you will go back to smoking. Most people will. I know I won't go back full-time to smoking because I've got this. My name is Judy Gibson. I'm one of the directors of the Secretariat in INNCO. I made this one up, it's my fault. It's the International Network of Nicotine Consumer Organisations. And the reason we said nicotine consumers as opposed to vapors, even though the majority are, is because safer nicotine encompasses snus, heated tobacco products. We represent 108 million people and we have 45 members, that's 45 different countries, and this is our voice. If you're trying to represent consumers, which is what I try to do, then I should know exactly what everything is. It doesn't take as much liquid. I can recharge it so it's not disposable, but it hasn't got the same amount of power. So if I was to use this and puff, it's okay. It's quite useful for stealth vaping, as we would say, when you're not really allowed to vape, you know, so you could literally just, not me. This, now you can't stealth vape with that. Somebody is going to notice. And if you were on a plane, somebody would think the plane was on fire, which isn't a good look, you know, for an old lady with a bad heart. Nothing about us without us. People with disabilities and trying to get wheelchair access in America. It was also used in the AIDS outbreak. Any movement, whether it's the climate change, drug taking, whatever, whether it's even if a patient, for instance, has diabetes. Now with people who vape, we're excluded from the conversations. How can it be right that people who have no knowledge, they've never even picked these up, they don't know how to use it, are making a decision on what bit they're going to take off and what flavour it's going to change and whether or not this is any good? And no, I mean, this is insane. Well, not only not heard, but actually banned. We're prohibited. INNCO applied to go to the WHO FCTC, the conference of the parties that decide about tobacco regulations in all forms of nicotine regulation. And we applied and we were refused entry. I mean, people don't care about people who vape. And actually, vapers in general, even though we who are advocates, if you like, nicotine consumer advocates, and there's quite a few of us, but there's still not that many compared to all the people that do vape. I think we don't get angry enough. I don't think we have enough numbers at the moment. What will change that is if the WHO, FCTC come out and start literally banning all these and people then wake up